Perfect. All right, I'm going to do a quick introduction of Sammy. So Sammy, like literally, if you follow her on LinkedIn, this bio is not even up to date anymore, but she is still the owner of 628 Digital Design, which is a full service digital content design and marketing agency. You also have a business coaching company that is specifically intended to help out Black women entrepreneurs, which is absolutely necessary, needed, and I hope that the impact there is extraordinary. You also WBE certified, MBE certified, and are you also now WBENC certified?
NC.
ENC?
Oh, WBENC. Yeah, WeBank.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been certified WeBank for 8 years.
Oh, holy cow.
So it's WeBank. Actually, this is one of my slides have the certifications. There's WeBank, and then there's the WASB, the Women-Owned Small Business with the SBA. So we're certified with both.
And you like also are making an impact for minorities. This is Black men, Black women, and children all over the Northeast.
We're national. Through my other company, the Collaboration of Minority Women Professionals is the membership base, kind of like you have a membership base here. And then we have our nonprofit CMWP Foundation, which empowers Black and minority men, women, and children entrepreneurs.
You're pretty badass. You know that, right?
Well, you know, thank you. Thank you. But I was telling I was at a chamber breakfast this morning, at 8 o'clock this morning, and I was telling someone everything I do ends up not intentionally, but I end up filling a gap. There's a void there. There's something missing, and the work that I do and with the different hats that I wear ends up filling a gap. So I'm proud to do the work, and I'm honored to help our communities.
Well, I am very thankful and grateful that you're filling the gaps, and which you are filling the gap here with us. So thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to meet you ladies. We're going to be here monthly, so get familiar to this space, to my training style, because I think it's fun. It's always fun and interactive. I hate to be like just strictly teaching and nonstop talking. I like it to be more engaging. That's why, Lisa, I know this morning I asked if you could please ask everyone to have Canva ready. I've been sending that email to you mentally for a week already. So when you sent the email to everyone, I was like, oh no, I never asked her. So thank you, because I do want this to be a hands-on session where everyone gets to partake, gets to really see the Canva tools, because it's a lot we're going to go into. And then my information will be here if you need me later on. Lisa, do you want me to share? It says you disabled sharing.
Oh, did I? Look at that.
You're the boss. You make the rules. So
let's see. It must have been from somebody else on another call.
You're like, no sharing for you.
You're cut off. All right, let's see. Spotlight everybody. I just made you the host.
Okay, I am now the host. Okay, now I can share. Here it is. So I'm going to put this in presentation mode. And full disclaimer, this is my first presentation I've created with Canva, because I'm a PowerPoint girl. That's what I do. So it was some learning for me, because I created the whole presentation. So we're going to go back and forth from presentation mode to non-presentation mode as we explore the different features. So we are here. We're going to talk about getting creative with Canva. And so, as Lisa was mentioning, my company is 628 Digital Design. We are a full-service digital content design and marketing agency, where I like to say we drive innovation through digital content marketing, design, and strategy. One thing, Lisa, I don't think is in my bio, but through my company, I like to say I have a commitment to economic inclusivity, which means I hire Black women creatives for my team. So I have Black women employees, but they're all part-time employees. And then I do partner with other organizations Just so happens that recently I've been partnering with some white male-owned organizations. I don't know what happened there, but
Well,
we still
hey.
we employ we're diverse. It helps us with our diversity factor. Um, and so as you were mentioning, I'm gonna move the camera over to this side. Um, this is my company, 628. In addition, I have CMWP. So we started as the collaboration of minority women professionals. We still have our membership-based organization, but from working with the women, we started our nonprofit, CMWP Foundation, where we are an entrepreneurial support organization empowering Black and minority men, women, and children entrepreneurs. I'm also the owner of Melanated Business Coaching. And in the community, I'm on the board of these 3 organizations listed here. Down on the left, I was told if I let go of the mouse, the black bar goes away. I don't see it. Maybe it will. So on the left are some of the awards and recognition accolades I've received over the years. A lot of women's in leadership, women empowerment, things for the community. And down on the right are our business certifications and socioeconomic designations. The first one listed is B Corp. We're in the process now to be certified B Corp. So it's not really true that we are certified right now, but we are in that process. And then you have certified Black owned. The NMSDC is the certifies you as an MBE, a minority business enterprise at the national level. WeBank is certified at the national level as a women-owned business. I'm also certified in the state and city of New York as a minority women-owned business, and also in many states. I'm certified in many states as an MWBE, also many states as a DBE, and the SBA as a WASB, the woman-owned small business. So that's a whole, we're not even doing
Yes, it is. So
but yeah.
real quick for everyone out there, can you explain, because not a lot of people know what certified B Corp is. If you could go over that just really briefly so they can understand, and also understand that you could be a product company and still be B Corp just as much as you are the service industry. It's about your connections and your inclusion outward. Go ahead.
Yes. So B Corp is certifying your company as a benefit organization, meaning you have some kind of social impact through your business. So me hiring Black women, large portion of my clients are, I was on a call yesterday with a white male agency that I'm going to be partnering with, and I was explaining this to them, and I told them, unfortunately, I get credit under B Corp for everyone who is not a white male that I work with. So women, minorities, Black owned, indigenous, all of that, nonprofit also goes under B Corp. And I get credit for working with them, for partnering them, hiring them. But then it's also very much related to ESG, sustainability. What are you doing in your business practices to benefit others, right? So B Corp is specifically for for-profit businesses who also have a social impact. So one locally here in Connecticut is Bigelow Tea. So you was talking about you have a product-based business and still be B Corp. So Bigelow Tea is, a tea manufacturer. They are, I want to say, oh, I forget I'm the host and Amy's joining. I want to say they're woman owned, but they also, through their business practices, through their processes and policies, have made sure that they are benefiting the global society in a better way, more positively. And it's the whole process. I had to redo my operating agreement. A lawyer had to review it. It's like ingrained into the business of everything we do. So that's B Corp.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. So we're gonna dive into Canva. This is actually when I get out of presentation mode, just that quickly, because we want to talk about the user-friendly interface, right? So I'm going to duplicate this screen because while I was rehearsing this and practicing, it kept losing my presentation. I'm like, where did it go? So if we go into Canva, go into our home screen. That's where we're going to start. We're going to see how really user friendly it is. And also I want to know though, how many of you already use Canva?
I definitely do.
Okay. Are there any Canva pros here? like expert. Okay, so, I think I saw Carolyn, you raised
There
your
you go.
hand, kind of? Okay.
Jasmine is, and I believe that she is.
Okay. Shelly has a thumbs up. This is why I like to hear. I like to be amongst friends, colleagues. I saw something in the chat. Oh, yep, Jasmine says she is. So we want to look at the user-friendly design, right? So this for those experts, y'all been here, you've seen this, right? But it makes it so easy to figure out what it is you want to get started in and really just dive into it. On the left, you're always going to have your navigation pane that you can close and open. Regardless if you're on a project or not, you can still access these either coming back to the homepage or it may be in your design area where you're at. But right here, it easily has your templates, your brand. We're going to talk about some of the apps they have in Magic Studio, which is one of the newest features that has a lot of features embedded into it. And across the top, if you want to, we're doing a monthly social media training, right? So if you want to dive into social media on Canva, right here on the homepage, you just click the button and they give you options. Do you want an Instagram post, Facebook post, a Facebook story, Facebook cover? And it makes sure that all of these, whichever one you pick, you see the dimension is listed right below. Like you can see me pointing, but the dimension is listed right below. So if you ever were wondering what are the dimensions of a Facebook cover post, you can have it here. I do this a lot with Eventbrite. Eventbrite doesn't have their dimensions listed for their cover picture on their page, and also Canva doesn't either. So then I Google, and then I can, when I'm making my team is making the design, we can change the specifications, the dimensions, and have it right there. And it makes it very easy. So right from the home screen, you say, I want to make a Facebook post. And it's going to bring you directly into your studio where you can start designing. I've decided for this session, we're going to be designing for Valentine's Day because we need to be proactive in our social media and not reactive. So we want to be planning a few weeks, a month in advance, right? So because I'm sharing, Canva's really slow right now. So it's still loading, but we're going to open this up and then we're going to search Valentine's Day templates so that you can see how easy it is to modify, to brand. And so that's right in the search bar on your design studio. As soon as it opens up, you can search here. It has templates and styles. This is the other toolbar list that you have. But see, this is where your brand is still embedded here. Then you have your elements. And so we're going to get into some of the design specifics in a little bit. But Canva is known for its drag and drop features, right? So all I did was search, find the template that I thought I might like, and then drop it over. And then if we're having a sale, we just now do Valentine's Day sale, and we have this that pops up. And you could take it and you could just plop it right over. And that's page 2. So all I did to get to page 2 was down below, it gave me the option. So if I go down here, it says add page. And then you can, if you don't like the page, you can delete the page, right? So I was trying to find a template that's customizable because in Canva, you also have the ability to brand different elements depending on the template you're using. So that's the drag and drop feature in Canva. That's the user-friendly interface. It's very simple. Even when you get into the Magic Studio that we're going to look at in a little bit, it's very intuitive and it's very easy to navigate. So we talked about the variety of templates from social media. I just showed you some social media, website design, and more. So let me go back over here with Canva. I feel you, Lisa, with how slow it is. So
I know
it,
it's crazy. I do think it's also cool to note that Canva automatically saves what you've
Mhm.
done. So whatever your last action is, once you close it out, that'll be there. So it'll still be whatever you were working on previously will populate as well.
And
Uh,
also, while you say that, you can go in here where it says file, you can rename the document. So it's automatically saving, and you have the option to rename it. So I can make this Valentine's Day post.
And which I definitely recommend naming your files, especially once you develop enough content. If you're going to go back to reuse content and change it little here, a little there, you'll be able to search for it and it'll populate instead of going through all your files.
Yes, because it becomes a lot, especially because when you get started with different features, Canva usually it opens up a new tab at the top. See, now I have 3 tabs here, and each tab is a separate project once
Yes.
you start designing. So the website feature is one that I wanted to show you guys. So on Canva, you can actually go and design, create, and publish a website. So these are, again, they have a bunch of different website templates. That's what Canva is known for. So say you pick a business website that you now want to develop. It's same drag and drop. It's the same brand, right? So you have your brand studio that you can set up. Once this decides to load, and it's all customizable. So if you want to take this picture out, you can go to the picture toolbar and search a different picture. If you wanted to add more pages, once it loads, you can see how you can add more pages. So it's showing on the left-hand side the different templates. And then when you scroll down here, you can see the pages of your website. So inquire now are your call to action buttons. It has different pictures, different elements, but in Canva, everything's customizable. So if I went here and I didn't like this font, I could go up here to the font screen at the font feature at the very top, and I can scroll and select the different fonts that I want to use. If you see here, it has recommended fonts also. So that's good to pay attention to. So if I wanted to change this font, and again, all of these features are for whatever element you're designing. If it's social media, if it's a marketing material, if it's the website, and you just click and it quickly just, well, we don't like that font, but it quickly just changes the font for you. The other thing, like Lisa was mentioning, that it auto saves everything. That's one of my favorite tools. The other one is the undo button. You can undo anything in Canva. If you think you really just screwed it up, just undo and you'll be fine. So now if I'm in here and I say, you know what, I really want to switch out this template. I selected this other one, and then I said I want to apply all 6 pages. And just like that, I now have a new, actually like this one. I now have a new website design, right? And then what you do, you can change your colors. So if I wanted to, when I hover here, see a color box popped up here. This is the background color. If I wanted to go and change the color and make it 628 blue, I'm able to do that. This is a button color. That button color is right here. If I said I wanted to make that button a gray color, then I can do that. Same with the font. I can just highlight the font I want. If I want to make that bold, this is the font color. So if I want to change that, put a bit of color in there. And now this is what it looks like. Canva's drag and drop. So this is a picture that they decided to have. If you don't like this picture, you just drag it and delete it. And then you can go over to photos in your toolbar on the left. And you can write woman with computer. Let's see what it gives me. So then I can take any of these pictures here. And I'm just going to plop her in. And you can just drag and drop. When you're done, you can then go and preview what your website will look like. And as you scroll, you see the different elements of the website, how the pictures show up. And then you say, okay, I think I like it. I want to publish my website. And Canva gives you 3 options to publish. You can do a free domain through Canva. That means your Canva site is going to say like my.canva site. You could purchase a domain just like you do through GoDaddy or Squarespace or anyone else. Or if you have an existing domain, you can go and use your existing domain. So if you say I want a free domain, you go in and I just put some random letters so that it will take it. And then I hit publish. It's preparing my design. The website is now live, and this is my website. So all these letters, but it has my Canva site in the middle of it. And that's how you know that it's a Canva website. So while y'all are navigating different websites, just look at the domain and see if it's a Canva site or not. So the website is an actual website and it's live. And this is what it looks like when it's published. Any questions so far?
Okay, so this isn't necessary. Yeah, it is a question. So I think this is amazing. And I think that there with this too, for people who have even like a WordPress site, if they wanted to integrate blogging in addition to their website or newsletters that then link to this without adding that to their WordPress site, this is such a simple way versus like being that WordPress like phenomenal engineering expert. So
I hate WordPress.
I do too. I have it.
I have it for my collaboration business is on WordPress, and every single thing else I do is on Squarespace. I charge more to work on WordPress because of the difficulty.
Yes, it's very complex.
Very
I
complex.
have a quick question for you. Because so many people are on Canva, like I can look on Facebook and be like, oh, they're using Canva, they're using
Yep,
Canva.
yes.
me
Do
too.
you worry about the templates like that you're gonna have, posts that look just like other people? Like, do you scroll further down? Do you not worry about it?
I don't think right now I don't worry about, well, I also don't design websites in Canva. We use actual, other platforms. But for those using Canva websites, I think now is not really an issue to worry about because it's an underutilized tool. And not a lot of people are using a Canva to build a website. However, I will say if you are going to do it, I would buy a new domain or pull in a domain that I own already, because Canva, just like social media or any other platform, doesn't belong to you. And if at any point Canva shuts down, there goes your website, right? So that's the other thing. And then also because it's so customizable, you can edit and tweak the templates as much as possible. When I do use Canva, I use it like I use ChatGPT as a starting point, not the final product. So I start with Canva, usually just because it gets, it's one less thing. I don't have a blank slate like I'm in Adobe Illustrator or InDesign, right? It gives me these templates that I can use, which is an upsell for Canva. especially for the free accounts. But I have the liberty to adjust them as much as possible. I will say for my collaboration business, we started that 5 years ago before I even had 628 Digital Design, and we needed a logo. So I went into Canva and I created a logo through Canva with the different pictures and elements that I have. The main part of our logo, I now see other organizations using the same exact picture. And I'm like, it looks, and we're gaining in popularity. And I'm like, that looks like a CMWP event. When are we hosting this event? It's not our event. And that's because they pulled the same image I did in Canva. So now we're in the process of redoing the logo, having an actual logo. The other thing to remember too is these pictures and things that you grab from Canva, you don't own. So although I grabbed that picture from Canva, Canva owns that picture. And so when you're looking at maintaining your brand, that's one thing you want to make sure is that you own all aspects of it. Any other questions?
Which I will say, real quick, will be our February Dandelion in-person discussion where we have an attorney talking about IP.
Intellectual property is so important, so important. All right, so on this slide, the other thing I wanted to share, oh, we have some comments. Yes, they do websites. Oh, you love WordPress. Oh, Lord, no. Wix is more like a drag and drop type of template based website platform, just like Squarespace. So Wix, I understand. She loves WordPress and can't stand the drag and drop editors. So you like the HTML, working behind the scenes, really doing the development part of it, because that's what Wix and Squarespace, they remove really, well, there's a little bit, but not as much of that development piece. That's the piece I cannot stand on my WordPress website. So I'm the president and founder, and then I have a vice president, co-founder, Letitia, who's also a data scientist. And I have no problem operating any website. When it comes to our CMWP website, I'm like, I'm gonna let the data scientists handle it. I don't want to do it. It's not it's above my pay grade. It says one new message. I learned to make websites from Notepad. Oh, wow. That's talent. That's pure talent there. Oh, we have Paige who needs to come in. So the other tool or feature I wanted to share was just the collaborative editing, right? So once you share this file, just like a Google Docs, once you share it with someone, you can collaborate with them. So if I want to say, change the color of this, right? I can add someone on my team and say, Dominique is actually my social media manager, so I can tag her and say, change the color of that. I can add an emoji if I want it. I can add a sticker, and then she would get that. So I will not send that because then she will be very confused. Oh no, it's fine. Oh, no, I said I had to let you in. I'm sorry, Paige. I need to make the chat is taking up my entire screen. Let me open it up again. All right, so then on the next page, easily export designs. So for anything you're doing in Canva, getting it out of Canva is pretty easy. So even with this PowerPoint presentation, if I wanted to export it, I would hit share and I can do download. From download, I'm then going to select the format that I want it to download in. Let's do PDF print. Then I'm going to select the different pages or all that I want. And then the color profile, and it tells you RBG, that's for digital use. CMYK is for printing. And then just hit download and it will download it straight to the computer. If I want to go back over to Do we still have our Valentine's Day post? So say I wanted, even in the PowerPoint one, the presentation one, I have the same features. But if I wanted to, this is the Valentine's Day for social media. If I wanted to share this on social media, I would just click that. I would select the platform that I want to share to. It will pull up the page. If you have multiple pages, it'll pull up multiple. I'm going to select my page. And then I'm going to say, which post do I want? Here's where I will write the caption. This will be the caption people are going to see. So the message that goes along with it, remember it should match the content. This is where you're going to add your @, and you're also going to add your hashtags. So you do all that here. It tells you what your limit is, and then I can hit publish now. I won't do that. Or I can even go and schedule it and say, this is a Valentine's Day post. I want this to go out February 2nd. Hit done, and then I can schedule it or save it as a draft. Okay. So that's the easy export. When you're working on things like flyers, marketing materials, you can also choose to print with Canva. And if you're going to print with Canva, now it's going to show up the different things you can print, which is also good for you to see. So it's just like a Vista print or a Staples. You can go in and print any of these products with Canva. And so if I wanted to say like flyers, I do that all the time with CMWP. If we design flyers on Canva, I send it to FedEx for pickup. And it's usually with FedEx, it's like the same day pickup, and we don't have an issue with it. Also with the collaboration tool, up here where it says 6D and the plus sign, that'll tell you who's in here. So if there were more people in this document with me, just like Google Docs, you would see it here. And if you wanted to add people, you would go here and you would find the people or add the name that you want, and you could add them straight to the design. Paige, sure. Paige wants to offer insight.
Yes. Sorry, I don't know if you could see me. Hopefully you can hear me. I have had different experience with sending like pamphlets and like things directly to like FedEx. I find that the quality is way better when I order it from Canva and like have them just send the product that they print out to me. And I think it's usually still free, like delivery after like $30 or something like that. But that's maybe it's like my local FedEx, just the quality didn't seem as good, like the type of paper that they used, I guess, if that makes sense.
So I've experienced that also. And when you have, when it comes out and it's not the best quality, Canva will give you a refund also. The bad part is,
Yeah.
and they will reprint it for you.
Right. And then you're waiting again.
So that's
I'm like last minute Sally.
Yeah. And so for a brief time, Canva was partnering with Staples, and I ran into that issue several times with Staples. And I don't know if it's a coinky dink, but that partnership didn't last very long. And with Staples, what they told me also was they understood that there was a difference in quality. But what they told me is similar to what you just said. They said we should send them the file and they will send it out to print to Staples. But either way, it's their big printing facility, which is different than what they have there. So yeah, sending it to what happens though, especially with me, we're in a reacting state. So it's like we don't have 7 days to wait for these flyers or brochures or whatever it is. I need them this afternoon. So then you get what you get at that point, right? But yeah, if you are proactive, then yes, definitely send it out to Canva. And also, have you received any documents from Canva?
Me
personally?
Yeah.
I have, yes. I liked everything. I've ordered like I order postcards off of there all the time, and I did some brochures, and I've also done just like full page things, and it just seems better when I order it directly from them and have it shipped to me.
Yeah. And Lisa, you say you have?
I have too, and I've experienced the same thing that Paige has had, of where, because I was in a crunch, for time and didn't have the ability to wait for the delivery from Canva, I have used our local FedEx. And I've used, to respond to Jasmine, part of the reason why I also use the FedEx is because usually the local ones have been a little bit more pricey. So I've gone to FedEx, but the quality of the paper is, it's just not there.
I've
But
seen it with the quality of the paper, the ink used. Sometimes, it could be spotty. I've seen different things. One of the other things I like about ordering directly from Canva is their presentation. So like I always want to unbox when I get something from Canva because they have the confetti in there. They give you Canva postcards. They give you freebies inside the box, and it's a very pretty presentation when you order directly from Canva and they ship it to you. Oh, we have comments. If it's CCA Graphics is amazing. It's on Market Street. They are fast too. Nice. Thanks, Jasmine. If it's a document, make sure it's exporting as CMK and not RBG as well. Yes, and Canva has that in in their, like, the little messaging when you go to download, it gives you some tips. I would say it gives you tips, especially when you're doing printing. Canva gives you lots of tips. They give you opportunities to review before printing, making sure that you approve, you actually like the final document. So make sure you pay attention to the tips they give you. The other thing is the color palette and image options. So when you go into color palette, that one example is here. So on this page, you see up here, you have the blue. So that's what I was showing you guys before. If I wanted to change that to a yellow. Down here also under photo colors, Canva will tell you of the pictures that are on your slide, these are the colors embedded into the pictures. So if you want to make sure other elements on your page are matching your logo, your brand and things, you can always refer here because it'll have the image colors that it pulls out. So you're able to adjust the color. You can adjust the transparency of the color. Watch it disappear. And then I'm trying to get to the circle. Oh, there we go. So this is now, and it clicked off a bit. So this gets you into photo editing. So right now it's on the picture options, and these are some of the picture options you'll have for photo editing. You have the different filters, you have a background remover. When it goes into the filters, it shows you some of the different ways you can change the color options. And then let me go back here. The animation and graphic design features. Animation is really cool. You guys saw it on the home screen. If I advance through here, you'll see a little bit more. So the Canva logo is, I think it's in wiggle mode. And then you can see some of these are all animations, just like you would have animations in PowerPoint. A cool feature about animations in Canva is, I like to say, on social media, video is queen. And when you post with videos, it takes it from a static post to a video post to a reel, and that improves your engagement, your reach rate. It improves people getting to your page, being found, all kinds of things. And a lot of people will say, but I don't know how to make videos. Videos are complicated. In Canva, you can animate anything. Just I think anything in Canva. Once you animate via Canva, it automatically, when you're gonna animate it and then download it as a MP4. So you do your animation, you do download, and you select MP4 video. That makes it a video. So in Canva, if I want to animate, say, this picture. So like this design is a picture now because I created this in Smart Art on Microsoft Word or PowerPoint. So when I paste it here, it becomes a picture. So if I want to animate this picture, up here at the top, it says it's already on an animation called Rise. So if I remove the animation, now it has no animation. So you're on your post, it has no animation. You click on your element, animate is at the top. So once you click on animate, it gives you these different options. These are the motion effects. This is a photo movement area. You have exaggerate and basic, right? So a lot of people can use just a basic element, right? And you can speed it up. You can slow it down. Well, this is speeded up. You can speed it up. You could slow it down. You could say which direction you want it to come in on. And just by having that little effect makes it a video. So when you think about the social media post, say you have a simple element in your post. I'm gonna go back over here. Continue editing. I'm gonna add a page. And I'm going to add an element. So we're still doing Valentine's Day. So I'm going to add some hearts to a post. So say I'm designing my post and I add some hearts. Again, these are customizable. So you see the different colors up here. I can say in this one, I want this darker color one to be 628 blue. And then I want the lighter one to be actually a vibrant pink. And then you have this option down here. So it says, do you want to change all? So everything that's that color, do I now want it to be that color? And I can say, sure, let's change them all. And then it changed it out. And so now let's say I have these here and I want to, and I can add text too. So if I want to add text, add something here in the middle. Did it disappear? Why did it disappear? Add something here in the middle. But now I want this little one to move a little bit on my social media post. You could pick any of these, and that element now becomes animated. And that played so quickly. I did not even see it, right? And that's how you do it. A very quick and easy video element, right? So this one is wiggle. Wiggle keeps wiggling usually. So, and then if you decide I don't want animations, you just go back down here and remove, or you can press the undo button, it'll take it away. Yeah, see, it has a delay. That was the the wiggle of the little hearts. So that's how you can make any social media post a video. Just take a small element on it, turn it, make it animated, and that save it as an MP4, and that's now a video post. We have ability to create presentations, graphics, and videos. If we go over to, oh, this was our website we did. So we go to our home page and we head over to the Canva Studio. What do they call it? The AI Studio.
Magic.
Magic Studio. Thank you. It's where the magic happens.
Yes.
So there's a lot of new updates that continue to happen with Canva. I have a slide at the end that shows you like what you should be doing to stay informed. But right here in the Magic Studio, you have Magic Write. Magic Write is the same as I have it on another slide, but I can show it now. It's like ChatGPT, Magic Write. So if I say I want to use Magic Write to write something for me, it's also very popular to use with the Canva Docs tools. Canva Docs allow you to do like letterhead, business letters, proposals. They have a ton of proposal templates. So if you're looking for a proposal template, you go right over into Canva and you can use that. So it tells you exactly what to do too, but it's the prompt didn't come up yet. So the Magic Write feature will pop up once the page is done loading. Magic Write is Canva saying, I can rewrite that for you if you would like. And then you would take whatever you're writing or tell it what to do, just like ChatGPT, and say, write a paragraph about why marketing is so important or why you need to use Canva, things like that. And then it will automatically spit it out for you, just like ChatGPT. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it can take that and it gives you these choices. Just continue writing what I'm writing, summarize what's already here, rewrite it, or have more fun, right? So write paragraph about using Canva for marketing. And we're going to do Magic Write, and we're going to rewrite it. And just that quickly, it produced this content that says why you should be using Canva for marketing. So just like ChatGPT, it's easily embedded right here into Canva. Same with the presentations. So when you try Magic Design for presentations, you can go in and just like ChatGPT, tell it to produce something for you. So here you would say, create a presentation about something. So we're gonna let it load because it's been slow. Any questions while Canva's loading?
So do you by chance have your Canva connected to your social media outlets like Instagram, Facebook, that all your photos and posts are connected and into your Canva?
I don't. We use Loomly for scheduling. And Canva just sent out an email yesterday. I want to say that they have a new Loomly integration. So I sent that to my social media manager for her to start seeing what that integration means. And she says she thinks it may actually work better on certain platforms than others. So we're in the process of testing it out now. So I'm gonna say create presentation about Canva's best features. And then this is when Canva starts to think a little bit while it's designing on the back end. And then you see the templates down here versus Magic Design here. So right now, Magic Design is, and it has that gold crown, which means it's a paid feature also. So if you have the free version, you won't have access to all of the features. But I say do a free trial, try it out. I believe Lisa, you said was $15 a month or so
Yes.
for paid.
It's either free or you go pro and it's
Yes.
50. Um, I know that I have additional as users. Jasmine, I didn't see their light version anymore on their site. I only saw
No,
2 options.
no,
They used to have that.
it's free, like you said, it's free and pro. It's taken a long time to pop up the other designs that they had. So I'm
So
going to,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
oh no, I was gonna say I was gonna select this one. And then I'm gonna apply all the pages. And then it quickly designs a presentation about Canvas tools and features. And I actually use that to create this one. So if you see here, like this yellow blot and all that, the design of these slides, these were all created by the Canva AI tool that created the presentation. But just like ChatGPT, like I said, it's a foundation thing. It's not the final product. So it went and created, it went and created the presentation. I saw what it had, and then I went into PowerPoint, created smart art, added different design elements. So just think about how you're going to be using it. Then we have the social media scheduling that we talked about before. We've looked at some of the photo editing. One of the newest features is charts. So if you don't have charts, you would go to apps on the left. It's so slow. So you would go to apps and then you would search charts and then it would pop up. And then you would select it. And once you start using it, it adds it to your toolbar. That's what you can see here on the left-hand side. Okay, so I will add a slide. So if you go in between the slides and press plus, it will allow you to add a slide. Charts is a newer feature that they're using. And they're interactive too, so you can find different ways to play around with it. And so these are the colors again. So if you want to change the colors of any of these bars, you would do that up here, just like any other item, any other design. Here they have items listed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is, you can just go into the box here and change them. Same with the numbers. And then if you say, you know what, I don't really like the bar chart, I want to do a line chart instead, or one of these, then you just quickly go and select the line chart that you want to do. Delete that one and go back here. So these are some of the cool features, and I see we're at time. So we already went into Magic Studio. The multilingual voiceover is one I wanted to show you guys. So you would, to get this to work for social media, you would create it, download it as MP4, like a video, and then it would have the multilingual voiceover. So I'm writing a blog on these features now. It has 134 languages embedded into Canva that also picks up unique dialects. So that way you make sure that you're using the right language and the right tone for the right audience. And so you can have multilingual voiceover on your social media posts, on your presentation. And then it also has a translation tool. We saw the AI writing.
So does that, so are you saying that, because I remember when I worked at a direct mail marketing firm in DC. So if we were sending out mail pieces that our target was Spanish speaking in Texas, for Spanish speaking in DC, we made sure that the dialect was actually per the area that we were honing in and targeting, because Spanish isn't Spanish for everyone, and everybody speaks in different ways. They have so it's not the same. So you had to make sure that if you're reaching out to somebody in Texas who is Spanish speaking, that is directed towards them and not directed to Spanish speaking in DC, because they will instantaneously pick up that it's not the right dialect.
Not the right region.
Yeah.
So, for the voiceover, I'm not sure if it's the exact dialect. For the translation, according to Canva's website, it says it does.
Okay.
However, I've been playing around with it. It still didn't show up. I've been playing around with it and it just says Spanish. Like it doesn't say like Spanish with a particular region.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, that would be extensive.
yeah. So, okay. So it's just multilingual. Look, it's a little blacked out back here. That's probably why it's not. I'm like, why is it not working? So with the translation tool, it's the same. So you would, if you don't have it, you would go to your apps, you would search translate, and then it would pop up. So the multilingual tool must be broken. You would click translate, and then you would select the language that you want to translate into. So Lisa, this is what I was telling you, right? So it just says Spanish.
Okay.
It doesn't give other like
Region.
regional or anything. So say you want to pick, let's do Irish, and I want to translate all 8 pages. And then when I hit translate, it duplicates a slide. So you can see which one is Irish, which one is English. If I want to translate to Igbo, translate pages, these are the ones that it selected. I'm gonna do translate. And then you can see the difference between the Igbo and the Irish, right? The other thing I noticed is that it doesn't do pictures. So like these pictures I brought in from PowerPoint, I just copied this picture and put it in here. It won't translate those, but it will translate anything that has native content to Canva. So that's the Igbo translation, and then you have the Irish translation. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit undo to remove the translation. And then I'm gonna go back here. Oh, we covered everything there. And then we're down to our resources. So these are the resources Canva has available for you to dig in, to learn more, take advantage of what they have. They have tutorials. There is a Canva design school. Udemy also offers a Canva course. I would register for the Canva blog, get that via email. And then you have 628 Digital Design, and we are always here.
100%.
We are always here to help, and I'll throw it back into present mode, just so you can see these features bigger. And then we have our final slide. So, any questions, ladies? Let me stop sharing so I can see everyone. I know that was a lot we got into for Canva, and especially their AI tool. So working on this presentation, I said, oh, I'm writing a blog about this. So that's going to come out either this week or next week.
The only thing that, like, Sammy, this was amazing, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
The only recommendations I would have for everyone is add your brand to your Canva. So then when you customize it, make it a little less telling that your graphics are from Canva, in which I personally don't. I'm more of the brand name recognition, and some utilize the graphics as space to remind people that Dandelion Ink still exists. But upload your branding. That's your colors, your logo. If you're able to include also the font, add that as well to your hub for Canva, because that'll make it so much
Yes.
easier for you.
And I had that, let me see, Canva won't let me close my PowerPoint. Okay, there we go. Quickly, I'll share that. Okay.
And then also remember, if you don't share it with other members on your team, they're not going to see it, even though they have access to your same Canva account.
Yes. And also you pay for users. So when you're
Yes.
getting to the point of adding people to your team, just be mindful that you pay for each user. So this is the brand kit. And thank you for that reminder, Lisa, because I meant to walk through this. This is the brand kit. And what you would do is click add new, and then we'll call it test. And this is how you start to build your brand, so that when you're in those different designs, like 628's colors are right there, it's because they're in the brand kit. So here you would upload any logos that you have, and then you would add your color palette. So if you know your brand color, you can type it in here. If you don't know, if you're starting out and you don't know, then you can go around and say the colors. Like CMWP has purple, right? So I can go and say, I like this purple, I'll use that. And then I'll add it. Then I go to the plus sign. Our colors are purple and gold. So then I'll go over here and look for a gold type color and say, well, I mean, we know our brand colors, but if you don't know, right? So you say, I like that gold, and let's add maybe a gray color to our brand. And then your brand colors are there. You can also add your different fonts. So if you can designate specific fonts for the type of content you're creating. If it's a title, then you can say all titles are going to be in this font. That's just the one we went with. So from now on, when I say I'm adding a title to something in Canva, it's going to be this font, and it's going to be 28. If it's a subtitle, it's going to be a different font. Roboto. I actually use Roboto a lot for mine. And it says it here. So this is the font, this is the side, the type of content. And then you keep playing around with the different types of content that you're adding. If you have a brand voice, this is where you really start to customize your brand, right? So you can add your brand voice here. You can add pictures and different graphics that align with your brand. If there are icons, my team right now are designing different brand specific icons. So if there's icons that you want to use in Canva from your brand, you would just upload them all here, and they would be in your brand. So you go back to brand, and now this is one I was playing with the other day. I understand, delete the brand kit. That's what Canva does, just for reassurance on their part. So like this was the old 628. It may have some new colors in here too. And then it'll have your new brand also. So here it has the different logos that you could interchange with and go back and forth. But that's the main thing. That's like what we were saying about if you're building a website, right? How do you make sure you don't have the same website as everybody else or the same post as everybody else? Branding. And then just because it has elements in a certain place doesn't mean you have to keep them. But like someone else was saying, I can look at something and tell it's Canva, especially if it has those dots. Canva's good for having the dots on the side somewhere.
Yes.
Or a squiggly line. I'm like, this is Canva. This is Canva.
Yes.
Also the stock images, right? So there's only going to be but so many stock images available, especially for my content. All of my content has Black women and Black men, women, and children. And so going and trying to find that particular content gets even more challenging. So
But I think, I mean, in all honesty, I can look at a website and I can tell if it's Wix right off the bat. I can tell if it is a purchase GoDaddy site right off the bat.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just going to be the case at this level until we're at a point where we have our own website engineer and we are building our own sites.
Just from scratch. And
Exactly.
you know, I that's why I also at this point, since there's not a lot of people using Canva websites, I wouldn't worry about that now. But also for anything you're doing, it should be branded. So you want to make it your own. You want to make sure it has your brand messaging and brand consistency. And that is in that brand kit. That is knowing your brand colors and your brand messaging, things
Yeah.
like that.
I agree. Sammy, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Sorry we ran over, but this was good. Do you have what we're doing next month? I don't have it in front of me, but
We are falling in love with LinkedIn next month.
falling in love with LinkedIn. Oh, LinkedIn love. You're welcome, Jasmine. Thank you for your insight also. LinkedIn is another underutilized tool.
Yeah.
Someone this morning told me, I think I have a LinkedIn. I think I set it up. I don't think there's nothing on there. So we're gonna dig into
There
some
are
of
people
LinkedIn's-
that are powerhouses on that site, and it's because it's so much more fun than what it used to be. Like LinkedIn today is not LinkedIn a decade ago.
No, no. And
And
it's just not for you looking for jobs anymore. It's
no,
LinkedIn is just, I mean, I catch myself scrolling on there just like I'm on Instagram or Facebook. It's like
Mhm.
it's another social media platform. And the bonus is maybe you can make some cool partnerships. Maybe you can find a job, make some great
Yep.
connections. But there's a lot of underutilized tools on LinkedIn, LinkedIn itself that people aren't taking advantage of. But we're gonna fall in love with LinkedIn next month for Valentine's Day.
Yay.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful remaining of the week and hope the weather does not get bad.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me. I will see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.